Sugar City Morning Show.
A pleasant good morning and welcome to the Sugar City Morning Show. It is a pleasure without no measure to be here in your company on a beautiful Tuesday morning. A rather moist, damp, wettish, as a creole, I say, illy wet morning inside Orange Walk. My name is Dylan Jones, and once again, welcome. If you're just joining us, welcome to the Sugar City Morning Show. I say good morning to Emmanuel Martinez.
And good morning to you, and good morning to everybody who's watching us or listening to us throughout the length and breadth of this beautiful country for us. Muy buenos días, compañeros. Un gran gusto saludarles hoy por la mañana, hoy siendo el 25 de octubre y en realidad el lunes, el martes de la otra semana empezamos el mes de noviembre. Am I not right?
That's right.
So, nada más un poquito de información ahí para que nos pongamos en perspectiva relativo a lo que es las celebraciones de Navidad que están a la vuelta, compañeros.
Right round the corner. The wait for
la vuelta.
Definitely. Wanna jump right into our morning prayer this morning, as we always say, first and foremost, before we continue.
Before we do anything else.
Emmanuel.
And thank you very much, Dylan. De nuevo, muy buenos días. Estamos transmitiendo en vivo desde Nortevisión, Canal 10, aquí en la aldea de Trial Farm, justo a las afueras del pueblo de Orange Walk. Dirías que es el pueblo de Orange Walk, quizás. Sin embargo, tenemos un arreglo con los proveedores de señal de cable por todo el país y también arreglos con Universal Radio, que pasa en vivo nuestro programa, y obviamente también nos ves a través de nuestro canal de televisión, Canal 10, que sirve todo el distrito de Orange Walk, partes de Corozal y hasta partes de México. Muy buenos días, donde sea que te encuentres. Vamos a empezar nuestro programa, como dijo el compañero Dylan, como siempre, con una oración, reconociendo que estamos bendecidos y agradeciendo por todo. Porque hoy, si me escuchas, estás vivo. Gracias, Padre, por la vida, por la buena salud y por las fuerzas. Gracias, Padre, por todo lo que nos das. Todo el tiempo. No solo hoy, pero todo el tiempo nos das tu misericordia, tu paciencia, nos toleras, nos das tu perdón si lo queremos sinceramente. Padre, muchas gracias por todo esto. Eres un Dios que nos ama y que nos quiere y un Dios que provee para nosotros. Muchas veces no confiamos suficientemente en ti y tratamos de nosotros resolver los problemas cuando en realidad simplemente tenemos que hacer es depositarlo contigo, porque si tú nos quieres ayudar, nos ayudas. Padre, te damos las gracias por todo lo que haces por nosotros. Te pedimos que continúes bendiciéndonos, que nos des la vida y también que nosotros podamos hacer dignos de esas bendiciones. Permítanos hoy, Padre, ser más respetuosos, ser más humildes, ser menos arrogantes, menos soberbios, pero al contrario, poder escuchar y poder entender la posición de la otra persona. Permítanos, Padre, ser menos egoístas, que el egoísmo nos mata. Padre, te pedimos honestamente que podamos ejercer estos cambios en nuestras vidas y ser mejores personas. Te pido como siempre para aquellas personas que están pasando por tiempos difíciles, sufriendo físicamente, emocionalmente o espiritualmente, guíalos, Padre, consuélalos, ayúdalos. Y por todos nosotros, que tengamos un bonito día. Te bendecimos, Padre, te adoramos, te glorificamos siempre. Amén.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel. We wanna first, before going further, apologize. We don't have the weather report this morning due to technical difficulties, but it's the first of its kind, so I want to apologize for that. But I can tell you that outside is rather cool, but it's rather cool, and I can tell you the last I saw on Facebook, breaking news weather report was saying that the moist condition will continue, so we're getting more rain, probably on and off, Sea State, I don't know, we cannot leave that because I'll tell you right now. So
but typically light chapter choppy.
Light chapter choppy, and further what the outlook remains the same. Yeah, remain the same, man, wake up this morning to, I'd say, what, only 68-ish?
Yes.
68-ish?
68-ish.
Yeah,
well,
cool,
depends on where you're at.
Yeah, because if you're in the hills,
it will be much cooler than that.
Much cooler. But for we, yeah, right, yes, sir.
And typically you find out that the area around, say, the river is cooler than the area.
Yeah.
No, than the no. In here in Orange Walk, the area around the river is cooler than the area around here.
Okay, that's how they make inland.
Why? Because cold air is heavier than warm air. So cold air will typically descend to the lower areas in the valleys. And that explains the reason why the valleys are always cold.
Well, after the long rain yesterday evening, we had some
heavy rain.
Heavy rain. The night was cool. It was. It could have gone without the air condition last night. Easy. So, but for now, it's Sunday out and it kind of wet, but we got it. That's the weather report, Emmanuel.
And that's the weather report in English. En español, compañeros, de nuestras disculpas que no tenemos establecido una conexión con nuestro proveedor de internet, un problema técnico aquí. Y nuestras disculpas que no le podemos dar oficialmente el reporte del estado del tiempo, pero aquí ya somos casi medio meteorólogos, así que te puedo decir simplemente que ayer tuvimos chubascos, lluvias fuertes, obviamente explicado por el avance del frente de frío. El frente de frío es justamente el frente. Es más, viene el sistema de baja presión primero, con los vientos, y luego de eso entra el sistema de alta presión. Y el sistema de alta presión es lo que trae el vientecito fresco. ¿Ok? Ahora, lo que tuvimos anoche fue el frente. Ahora tenemos el sistema de alta presión.
De cola.
No, de cola. El cuerpo, ¿ok? La masa de aire frío viene detrás del frente de frío. El frente es simplemente el frente.
Normally when it's cooler, you find the sea calm, no?
Yes, very calm, very calm.
When the weather is cool.
But during the front, but after the front, you see what happens?
During the front, it's light chop.
Yeah, right. But then, right. Well, you really can't generalize, but during the front itself, like the front piece, the low pressure, it can be choppy, it can be agitated. Okay. But when the front passes and the high pressure comes in,
cuerpo.
Then it becomes really much calmer. Okay?
Wonderful.
Much calmer. Pero, compañeros, así que a nuestras disculpas, estamos en lo que es el primer frente de frío, que en realidad no es un frente de frío que digamos que nos estemos, pero en realidad bajo la temperatura tantito, a 68 grados, y se supone de que hoy va a estar igual, aproximadamente 68 grados. Y las temperaturas altas aproximadamente 88 grados, eso es lo que tenía yo previsto, visto desde ayer, y Lluvias, no creo que tengamos lluvias hoy. Creo que va a estar, porque vamos a estar bajo el sistema de alta presión. El sistema de alta presión suprime la formación de nubes y entonces no creo que tengamos, a menos de que entre un sistema por aparte y te tumbe la lluvia. Pero yo creo que vamos a tener un buen día hoy.
That's the weather report.
Eso es el reporte y nuestras disculpas.
Brought to you through the kind courtesy of Drummond, Vegas and Sons, Albion's Bus Line, the Youth Connection Band, the Hungry Man Barbecue, and this station. And every day again, I'll text and read it again, but not text, just a reminder that the Tacos Festival, people asking me when, is the 27th of November. Banquita's House of Culture, and we're going into the 5th year, 5th or 6th year, I need to check on that, but of Tacos Fest, you know the Tacos Fest started as a Lee Festival, and now it's growing up to be one of the biggest festivals in the north, and soon over the country. The 27th of November, we usually have it on the last Sunday in the month of November, and it falls on the 27th this year. And it will be big, lots of fun. Bring your family out, come to Orange Walk for the day and enjoy delicious Orange Walk, all you can eat tacos, Sugar City style. They have a popular chicken tacos, the pibil, the regular pork. Why I say regular pork? Because not everybody push the pork in on the ground, right? So people just bake it and shred it up, and then they serve it up as tacos. Then we have the tacos Mexicano, that are the beef tacos, so we make on the round iron bowl, Mexican style, and chop it up with onions and cabbage and the works. We have seafood tacos this year.
Then obviously you have the famoso pastor.
And the pibil.
The pastor and the seafood tacos, and I'm still yet have to try a seafood taco.
William said it on this year. So, don't let me down. And then we have the pibil tacos. So, boy, this year I'm gonna be bigger and nicer. We got some. I think by next week we'll confirm all of our events. Then we go start saying.
I like to also, apart from that, also mention that. Well, this is there's a little luncheria called C&L's who has asked us to do a little bit of advertisement. Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, right by the hospital. Buenos tamales, buen barbecue también. Y también hacen otras comidas. I don't think that they do sell tacos. They are mostly into tamales, buenos tamales. Viernes, sábado y domingo. Y disculpas que no hicieron tamales la semana pasada porque no les faltó hojas, yo creo. Pero I always look forward to eating their tamales on Fridays. Me ha prometido la señora que esta semana vamos a tener tamales este viernes. Así que viernes, sábado y domingo, compañeros, C&L's, ahí por el hospital. Por el bus stop, ahí por el hospital.
Yeah, so, well, if them sell tacos, they will invite them to the tacos festival. They don't sell tacos. So, we want to remind vendors that by next week you could start checking on the radio station for your forms to come and get your space. And remember, all vendors, when you sign up, you get a free crate of chicken courtesy of Quality Poultry Products. This is Fui Chicken, one of the biggest sponsors of the Tacos Fest. And also, this year's Best Tasting Tacos winner will walk away with a brand new stove courtesy of Quartz. We have crock pots, we have blenders in stock to give away to the vendors, and also hampers from different establishments. So it's going to be a big event. They'll have tacos eating competition for the whole family. And I think this year the North Division crew will enter the tacos competition as a group, no?
Yes, I heard about that. I heard about that, Well, we already know that that
We got some
here.
big eaters, yeah.
Yeah, we already know that we have some big eaters here.
Yes, yes.
And if you don't mind your tacos, then go with it.
Especially when you're
See, I got confirmation of that.
especially when you're there on set and then you don't know what's going behind the set.
Exactly.
So then you reach
I
behind the
don't
set.
think that you
always-
go send by tacos and that take it out of your pocket. And when you go take a look for your tacos, none there.
Sometimes when you go off set, only the scent you smell. But the Tacos Fest comes up. The Tacos Fest comes up on the 27th of
Y se están defendiendo así como
27th
ahorita,
of
¿no?
November. Baiza, Gordo. Yes, Gordo. Right now we are send Gosio. You know, cause you got a
¿Cómo se llama?
Gordo Baiza.
Gordo Baiza.
Yeah, we call him man Gordo.
No.
Joe, man, Joe.
Joe.
What do you want, Joe? Yeah,
Yo,
what
aquel día
about Joe,
pasé
the
a comer
boy?
tacos ahí con Joe.
Yeah, Joe at Palma Road, but Joe got the baddest stuff.
Y buenos, tomó buenísimos tus tacos de puerco, buenísimo.
Right now, I say Joe, Maurice the corner right now. Big up yourself, alright? Yeah, we come for look out for the Channel 10 right, boy. P-Bill, I tell you, he.
The last time we sent the Channel 10, we did not smell it. We did not smell it.
Yeah, when you see her ride the corner of Santana Morris, you usually give, we receive. You want to say happy birthday greetings to say my beloved son, Javin Rivero. His birthday on the 28th. Come from your mom, Gladys. Thanks. I want to wish Javin Rivero a happy birthday from your mom. Wishing you all the very best. Cuando comienza la zafra, no hay trabajo. I don't know. With that, we'll take a commercial break. It's 19 minutes after 7 o'clock, and we'll be right back with more for you on the Sugar City Morning Show. Good morning.
Tired of something going wrong when you're buying top-up? Digicel now makes it fast and easy. Purchase your top-up with our new Digicel QR code app. As easy as scanning a code on your phone. Just go to the Google Play or Apple Store and install the free Digicel QR code app. Follow a few simple steps to create your unique QR code with the prepaid number and the amount you want to top up. Go to your nearest participating top-up agent, scan your code, and you're done. Credit added. Top up from $1 to $500. No more credit being sent to the wrong number. Visit our website for more information. Want more? When you purchase credit using the QR code, you get a chance to win an LTE device at the end of the month. You also get a chance to win $20 extra credit daily. So start using the QR code app today.
Expect more, get more. Always more with Digicel.
Mr. Briseño claims that he wants to imprison anyone named in immigration wrongdoing.
Once we get into government, we are going to go through this, and anybody that can be held criminally liable, we are going to hold them liable, and if they have to go to jail, they are going to go to jail. Enough is enough.
But even your name is there. I for recommending a visa. I said it's an international person. I can't.
I have no
but it's there in the visa one. That's my point. It's in the visa one. I think it's I saw it once. I saw it.
I did not. I don't remember ever. Please show me the page.
Are Johnny and the PUP ready to lead?
Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this?
Get serious. Get bopped.
Johnny Briseño and the PUP went to Belmopan to declare all their assets to the National Assembly. But did they declare everything?
Where are those millionaires? Those people that did millions of dollars over the 10 years when we were in government. Money, everyone, some people, you know, to something. That money does not belong in foreign
Yes, Johnny. Bring back the people's money.
Government investment in sporting and recreational facilities countrywide continues under the Belize Infrastructure Limited. In the Cayo District, the Victor Galvez Recreational Park, the Falcon Field basketball court, and the Santa Elena football field are all completed and being enjoyed by the community. The Penquevejo Marshallek Football Stadium is under construction and residents are eagerly anticipating its completion. In Dangriga, the upgrading of the Carl Ramos football field is complete and ready for matches, while the construction of the Dangriga indoor court and multipurpose facility is well underway. In Punta Gorda, the residents are already enjoying the upgraded Toledo Union football field, while the PG indoor court and multipurpose facility is progressing on schedule. The government is committed to building vibrant communities. Your vision, our mission, the government of Belize.
Buster. They see you and know you're living. Always a star. Yes, you live in color to the limit. Large and in charge. Yes, that's why you rock with Buster. Refreshing range of colorful flavors. Always a star, never the audience. You run things never run you. Yes, you are the life of it, not just a part of it. Your life is never black and white. Live in full color. Buster.
Get the lowest rates to more cell, business, and home phones on the country's largest network.
My credit lasts longer, so I could keep up to date.
Belize. Check out our brand new website, www.digicel.bz. Get live chat help on any device, the latest in 4G phones, and see what's up with all our awesome Digicel promotions. Log on today.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Make that 25 minutes after the 7 o'clock hour. And I want to remind you, if you're just joining us, that we are coming to you live from Orange Walk, Sugar City. This is the Sugar City Morning Show, and we have here with us in studios some lovely ladies, Miss Usher and Miss Sarita. And they are from Beltrade, and they're here to talk to us this morning a little bit of what's going to be happening with Beltrade. But before we do that, Emmanuel, let us hear a little bit from the ladies and get a little warm up.
But even before you do that, I'd like to say good morning and welcome to the show.
Thank you.
It's Sarita and Monique, and we're talking here about Belize Entracon 2016, which is in reality unlocking ICT innovation in Belize. Talk to us about this.
Sure. Good morning, beautiful Orange Walk. It's a pleasure to be on set this morning. Today we come to share with you some of the exciting activities we have lined up for the month of November. But to start off, we'd like to share with you where we are from. We're from the Belize Trade and Investment Development Service, Beltrade. And today we come from the Small Business Development Center, which is a unit at Beltrade. And essentially, our unit's focus is on encouraging, fostering, and promoting entrepreneurship and encouraging small businesses in Belize. So for the month of November, there's a week they call Global Entrepreneurship Week, and this is something celebrated across the globe. You have different countries having events, activities that foster, encourage, promote entrepreneurship. So today we've come to share with you some of the exciting things happening at the Small Business Development Center, and we're hoping to get participation from Orange Walk and Corozal, the north. So Sarita will share with you what Global Entrepreneurship Week is about and what to expect.
Thank you. Thank you. Sarita, adelante.
Good morning, everyone. As Ms. Usher mentioned, we're nearby what we call the Global Entrepreneurship Week. And for those who don't know what Global Entrepreneurship Week, it's a week designed or designated in the month of November. It's normally celebrated the second week in November, and it's a world event across the world. Belize is part of one of the 36 countries that do celebrate Global Entrepreneurship Week, and it's always celebrated the second week in November. So what we have planned for this Global Entrepreneurship Week is that we have what we call the National Entrepreneurship Convention, and we also have what we call a business hackathon finale. We also have a startup weekend, and we're also partnering with the University of Belize to have a entrepreneurship symposium. So we have 5 exciting events where we want to promote and encourage everyone to attend.
So Sarita mentioned...
Okay, just one question,
sure.
and since we want to have it cleared as we go along, what's a business hackathon finale?
Hackathon finale. Sound like you have a community or workout gas.
No, the business hackathon, you look at presenting a problem statement, an issue that is present in the market, and having persons or teams come up with solution to those problems. So this year, our focus for the National Entrepreneurship Convention, which is dubbed Entricon 2016, because last year our focus was on access to finance. And this year we're looking at how we can marry ICT and business, because we realize that we're in the era of technology, and how can people tap into technology and promote and boost their business. So the focus is to see, we know that 3 teams have advanced. It's something that we actually promote in the high schools, the universities, to have participation from academia, because if we look at the National Entrepreneurship Strategy, academia is one of the pillars that is addressed in that strategy. And we know that we have to nurture entrepreneurship, the culture of entrepreneurship, from a very young age. And so we're trying to see if ICT and business solutions can be derived from universities. And to tell you, yesterday we had the first pitch, and we have 3 teams advancing. One is from the north, and so that is pretty exciting. And so for the National Entrepreneurship Convention, which is on the 18th of November, we will have the teams there pitch their final presentation and present the solution and have a viable idea come about as a result of the hackathon.
Okay, how many people do you expect to have at this convention?
We're anticipating roughly about 200 participants for this event. And just to make mention of the different background of persons coming to the event, we're looking to have industry specialists, we're looking to have financial institutions, different government departments that
I'm seeing that you also have international speakers.
International speakers, yes.
Is it motivational, or just they're going to be discussing a wide area of topics, or would it be a one-on-one answer question thing, or motivational? What would it be?
For the convention, it's actually fourfold. The convention itself looks at different challenges faced by persons in marrying ICT and business. And so we're having a digital specialist come in and share with us good best practices as it relates to having business online, having an online presence. So it will be a series of panel discussion, and also having people who are entrepreneurs who face these challenges in real time make mention of some of the challenges, and we have the panel to discuss and say, well, these are the strides we're making to address these issues.
Okay, you're mentioning as well that there are going to be panel discussions and so forth. Obviously, again, it's going to be more in-depth discussion on the problems that we're currently facing, that small businesses will be facing, and obviously, well, this is good. This is good.
Yes.
Very good. And I'd like to invite people to become interested and become more than interested, to become a part of it. Because a lot of the time they say, oh, it sounds good, but why didn't you go? Well, I never have no time.
Is this a one-day?
Yes, it's a one-day event. It's starting from 9 and it goes through to the evening. What's another thing to encourage is after the event, we're having a little business mixture. So after that, we can social among the stakeholders. So it's a great opportunity for entrepreneurs to meet stakeholders, make that connection and network with people, you know, from different parts of the country.
and to know people.
Yes.
You don't get any business done in your office all the time, you know.
Yes. So
It's
true.
knowing people. That's where you get your contacts. Talk to us about costs.
The cost. There is a registration fee, a small registration fee. Let's put it as small. An early bird special registration fee of $50. If you sign up at the moment, you get a $50. It's $50. You get a T-shirt. Along with that, you get access to the 4 events and to the business mixer in the evening. So it's a full day event you're getting for $50 an early bird registration. The day of the registration now, and the day of the event, it's going for $60, Belize. So we're encouraging everyone to sign up for the early bird special.
If you're in Orange, where can you sign up?
What we're doing in terms of signing up through, if you're in different districts, you can access us via phone. You can call us, get in touch with myself or Miss Vicky Heredia. She's the business advisor for the North area.
Vicky
Heredia.
Do you have a number for Vicky Heredia?
You can contact us at 223-3195. Through here you can get contact to us. We'll sign you up, and then we will personally deliver the shirt to you. But also there is an online registration for those who don't want to call. So if you can go online, fill out the form, and then you can also do the payments online as well.
Okay, so all of this information is available online as we speak, and you obviously can pay as well online. Am I that right?
Just to let our viewers know where they can access us online, you can visit BelizeEntricon.com and the
BelizeEntricon.com.
Yes, and the application is online. I know Sarita touched on 4 events for the day, so just like to share with you what to expect the day of the event. We have the convention, we have the hackathon, we have an exhibition, and we have a cocktail to end off the night, because we can't have all work and no play.
Yeah.
And you must finish the day at least with a little relaxing.
Okay.
Swell.
Wonderful. So
very good.
The business mixer, then from there. So could we take a break, Emmanuel, and then we come back?
Certainly.
And then we get into a little more discussion on
as to the reasons why people should attend.
Right. Let's do that. We'll be right back.
The Barrow administration has put mechanisms in place to weed out wrongdoing in the immigration department. But let us examine what occurred during the PUP tenure. When in September 22, 1992, the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs was instructed by Syed Musa to write to the Director of Immigration and approve 254 nationality certificates with no oversight, waiving all fees. The certificates bore no photograph of the applicant, and there was no record of swearing in, an oath having been taken. In several other instances, Syed Musa was written to requesting the waiver of the procedures and fees of many persons applying for nationality. They gave away millions of dollars in revenue belonging to the government of Belize.
You know your baby is happy when wearing Bebin Pampers. Bebin Pampers. In all sizes. Bebin Pampers, make your baby happy. Available at German Vega and Sons.
Government investment in sporting and recreational facilities countrywide continues under the Belize Infrastructure Limited. In the Cayo District, the Victor Galvez Recreational Park, the Falcon Field Basketball Court, and the Santa Elena Football Field are all completed and being enjoyed by the community. The Penquevejo Marshallek Football Stadium is under construction and residents are eagerly anticipating its completion. In Dangriga, the upgrading of the Carl Ramos football field is complete and ready for matches, while the construction of the Dangriga Indoor Court and Multipurpose Facility is well underway. In Punta Gorda, the residents are already enjoying the upgraded Toledo Union football field, while the PG Indoor Court and Multipurpose Facility is progressing on schedule. The government is committed to building vibrant communities. Your vision, our mission, the government of Belize.
the Social Investment Fund, breaking the cycle of poverty.
The SIF, working with our communities.
Across the country, development and transformation continue under this government. The new Guanacaste roundabout at the junction of the Hummingbird and the George Price highways is complete and one to be proud of. The George Price Highway is being rehabilitated from the Belmopan Junction to Benque Viejo. There will be a new baking pot bridge and upgrade of the Caracol Road. Also, the new Macal River bypass and bridge will be completed by March 2017. In the Belize district, the work has already started from the Hallover Bridge to the Philip Golson Airport, and funding has now been secured for the new link road to span the Belize River, starting from behind Gentrack and coming out at Mile 8 on the George Price Highway. A $40 million UK grant has been secured for the paving and the lining of the coastal road and construction of new bridges. Under this same grant, the Philip Golson Highway will be improved between Orange Walk and Corozal. This government continues to work for the development of Belize. Your vision, our mission.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Okay, we brushed up a little bit on what the convention will be about, but they have another flyer out here that says Caribbean Green Tech Startup Boot Camp. Let us discuss a little bit about this and maybe who is not involved could get involved for the next time if it's not too late. What's this about?
So I know we started off saying that the month of November the Global Entrepreneurship Week has different events. We actually jumpstart Global Entrepreneurship Week with a startup boot camp. And we're doing this in partnership with the Climate Innovation Center Caribbean. And essentially it's a 54-hour session of idea generation, pitching your idea in front of a panel and getting feedback in real time. So we're having it on the 11th to 13th of November, and it starts at 8:30 in the morning and it finishes at like around 10. Last year we had a similar event, but that one didn't have a focus. This year the focus is on clean green technology. And so last year when we had that startup weekend, our one extended all up until the wee hours in the morning. And so essentially this startup bootcamp, like I mentioned, focus will be on clean green technology. And it will be on addressing issues that Belize face as it relates to climate change and so forth, because we have to look and start seeing how we address these issues that will affect us in the future today. So the Startup Bootcamp focuses on having participants come share ideas addressed at green clean technology, pitching it in front of peers, because essentially you have to sell your ideas to have other people buy in and have interest in joining your team, because you form teams for the event.
Okay, great. I know that's something that's close to my heart, because I was involved at one time in the importation of the biodegradable plates and so forth and so forth and so forth, and even the bags, which would be a replacement for the foam.
For the foams, yes.
You know. But and I can almost tell you where that discussion is going to end up. It's going to end up where some sort of preferential treatment or duty must be put in place to promote the importation of these, because currently it's almost as if it was a penalty for doing that, because the systems are not in place there for you to be able to import these things at a cheaper rate than the normal foam.
Yes, and it's a good thing you touched on that, because for this event we will be having 2 facilitators that will be coordinating the event over the course of the weekend. And also important, we have to include industry stakeholders in the event. So we will having persons in the green clean technology era who will provide mentorship and also form part of the panel. So let's say you come with your idea and it's not refined, but the event will allow you to have mentorship. So you'll have somebody to tell you who has the technical know-how to tell you, well, you know what, you need to make adjustments here. This is how it will work. So we're hoping to start that conversation with entrepreneurs and also mentors and persons who are in this arena.
It says here eligibility, entrepreneurs and pre-seed idea to prototype startups focus on climate mitigation and adaptation. So they will come, by now they have their idea.
Yes, or hoping.
Hoping that they have the idea when they reach it. Or an idea could be born
at the event, yes.
The event.
At the event. So we're also, for persons who have interest in this era, this can be your opportunity to network with persons who are in this type of business and also to form teams. So we're hoping that for the Startup Bootcamp, we can actually look at generating or creating ideas that can go beyond the weekend and start an actual business. So
could you give us an example
okay.
of an idea of a business? So because we can know where you're coming from, but we try to bring it down in a small change so people can understand what
yes.
Because of people like biodegrade, I'll be like, what is it?
So this is this is an event that's done across the Caribbean, and I can share with you that in the last event they had in St. Lucia, one of the idea that was born from this event was aquaponics. And aquaponics, we have a client at the center who does this type of thing. And just to have the general audience know what aquaponics is, it's actually raising fish and also planting like cabbage.
It's a process.
It's a process.
Filter cycle that uses the fish to plant,
provide nutrients to the
plants, such as vegetables and so forth. So it's a process. So you kill 2 birds in one process.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good.
So we're also focusing on food waste and how you can be more efficient with energy and so forth.
So let me see now. So maybe something that we heard about. if I understand where you're coming from, it's like using the waste from the animals to fertilize
the plants.
Yes.
So this is what you call like sustainable.
Yes.
I have one
because
comment.
It's like chemical free and all.
Yes.
I have one comment, and it's a pity that we cannot speak in Spanish at this moment. Obviously, I don't know how proficient you are in that. But my concern is that here in the north, the biggest might easily be the biggest problem per se that we have is that most everybody is a cane farmer, and albeit the fact that cane sugar is not doing too well, it always seems to be that people would seem to be as if people don't have choices. In reality, they do. How can we get them out of that sink, out of that mindset that, hell, go into something else? You know, there's corn, there's beans. You can plant beans even along with your cane and so forth. But also, do you have any programs that help address those problems and maybe even address it in a language that they understand, in Spanish? Do you have any programs like that?
Well, we don't have specific trainings in Spanish, but what we do is we do have business advisor at the center who speaks Spanish, so that's an advantage. In terms of having trainings, we do have trainings such as entrepreneurship development, which is a training that covers business idea generation. you know, you mentioned that they're mostly cane farmers. So through this training, we have different tools for them to develop new ideas coming from either the idea that I already have or a new idea.
Would you consider sometime in the future having a presentation in Spanish?
Yes, it's something.
Where at the end of the day, you know, the vast majority, 60% or even more of the audience is Spanish speaking in this area.
Yes. What we do have we do have trainings. Last time I came here to the set, I was touching on a training we would have in Orange Walk, as you remember.
How did that go?
It went.
Was it at the credit union?
What it is, we have a partnership with the credit union. It went fairly good. It wasn't the turnout we expected. We wanted to have more Orange Walk and Curacao participation. We have a series of trainings happening in the North area, and as you mentioned, the Spanish speaking won't be a barrier, because when we go to these trainings, we normally have facilitators who speak Spanish, so the training would be translated in Spanish as well, so it's not limited to only English. The facilitator will talk in English and also would address in Spanish as well, so it's both of them we're covering in these trainings.
Okay, and in this Green Tech Starter Boot Camp, you will learn, even if you only have an idea, you will learn how to apply.
To apply the idea.
It's a learn to build a sustainable business model. Get direct access to leading clean tech experts and mentors. Become a part of a community of clean tech alumni.
Yes.
This is wonderful, man.
Yes, I know.
Clean up Belize.
Yes, yes. Going back to what Beltrade does, so people just get a better idea, and the SB, Small Business Development, SBDC. Can we just quickly give the people reasons why they should contact SBDC or attend some of these seminars and these functions? But any small company that is out there just forming and they have to feel their way, you know, out. And what would be the advantages for that small company that is just forming in contacting SBDC, and what can they look forward to?
To become a client of the center has many advantages. First of all, there is not a fee that we charge for you to join the center. You do get opportunities to attend events such as these. We do have grant programs that do come up occasionally that, you know, clients get benefited from.
The grants where you are given money to do a specific project, obviously without a monetary.
Yes, with a certain criteria and a certain rubric. Of course, we do have grant programs, and if you're under that industry and it applies to your business, you can benefit from this. But not to mention the monetary stuff, let's focus more on the capacity building. What do you get in terms of you becoming more confident, more aware of how to properly manage your business?
And making correct decisions.
Correct decisions. Yes, properly. Sometimes as entrepreneurs, we tend to jump into an idea not realizing that so many things are still missing before you jump into it. Do I have the right business model? Do I have the right investors? Do I have the right clients? You know, all of these things we touch with you so that when you go, there is minimum possibilities of failure. And if there are failures, we're going to find ways on how to
mitigate those, how to bring those down to a minimum.
Yes.
So the way I see it, it's a win-win situation.
It's a win-win.
You know what I mean? No, I'm going to just quickly say in Spanish, no debe haber ninguna razón para que no visites Small Business Development Center en la ciudad de Belice. Si eres un negocio pequeño que está empezando, que todavía se está buscando y tienes obviamente 1000 preguntas, no te está yendo muy bien, por decir como esperabas, pero y sabes que necesitas ayuda, contáctalos. Puedes contactarlos a 223-3195. Am I saying it right?
Yes.
O puedes contactarte, con la señorita Vicky Heredia, que es la persona con quien puedes sentarte a platicar. ¿Sabes qué? Vicky, necesito ayuda aquí. No hay ningún costo.
No
hay ningún costo inicial. Por lo contrario, estás puesto a conseguir beneficios de este enlace que te estás creando, simplemente por el hecho de que van a haber personas como tú que han pasado por esta etapa y que han acudido a este lugar y que quizás la misma experiencia de ellos aplique a ti y fácilmente te puedan resolver los problemas que tú tengas. ¿No es así?
Sí, sí, claro que sí.
Así que esta es una cordial invitación a las personas que quieran atender, que quieran abrir los horizontes y decir, ¿sabes qué? Aunque no seas un negocio pequeño, pero que ya estés en camino al éxito, pero te das cuenta que tu negocio puede crecer aún más, y entonces estas personas, este personal en el SBDC te puede ayudar con formas y métodos de a quién contactar, cómo contactar, los límites a tus negocios, bueno, en fin, darte toda la perspectiva para que tú seas el que beneficie.
Oh, we have a call this morning. Sugar City Morning Show, hello.
Buenos días.
Yes, good morning.
Disculpe, ¿sobre qué tema se están hablando ahorita?
Ajá.
Que como que es de tiendas de agricultura.
Si habla un poquito más duro para mí, por favor, más fuerte.
Escuché que estaban hablando de agricultura.
Ajá, sí, dime, señor.
Y no sé si están dando préstamos o qué tipo de ayuda.
No. Solo estaba mencionando sobre el tema de agricultura para introducir diferentes formas de cómo uno puede sobrevivir en nuestro área y no solo de caña, ¿correcto? Ok.
Bueno, muchas
gracias. El señor.
In terms of people wanting to
that's
access,
a clean indicator of what's the feeling out there, you know. Okay. Hay gente que, lo voy a decir en español, bueno, en inglés, perdón. The younger people would not be going into the cane business unless it's a family-oriented thing. You understand me?
Yeah.
Because they are getting an education. But the people who are in cane are going to be remaining in cane business. Okay? And however, they're still facing the problems of the fluctuation in prices and so forth, and sometimes it's just plainly not profitable. You know, so at the end of the day, that's the need for some loans and so forth that people have. But also at the same time, you don't sometimes need a loan. You very simply need to know to have ideas of how best for you to be able to maximize what you have. In other words, you can grow beans, I gather, beans, along with your when the cane is small, and you can reap your beans. I don't know how many months it takes and so forth, but I think that I was speaking to somebody in that respect, and they're telling us that it's a dual project that you can maintain, you can make profit out of, without having to get out of one. You know, just not limit yourself to being. And this is the kind of thing that people need to find out more of. I get to take the Ministry of Agriculture, hello, SOS, and to come in and to explain to us more about their programs that they have for the farmers.
For the farmers.
I have a question for Bill Trade. Something popping in my head. We know that you all prepare people in this area to challenges out there and prepare them to be successful in their business, no? But how can you prepare somebody for competition? We know that in business, as we say on the streets, it's a dog-eat-dog world. People are stepped on you and you get left about. You know, I mean, how can you prepare somebody for that? I mean, you teach you everything, but do you inform me that just as you might be well prepared, there might be somebody who wanted more of you, and you know, could just probably step on your program and you get left about.
Trust me, when we have our sessions with the clients, these are all things we discuss. We discuss what we like to say, anything under the sun, things that can affect their delivery of their product or service, because we want to equip them to know when they go out there, they're confident and the product or service that they're offering is something that the market is demanding.
Because like when I said Belize now have gold mine and the mineral mine, but they got a lot of bad mine.
That's a good one. That's our first.
Well, we don't got gold mine yet.
But we got a lot of bad mine.
We got plenty of bad mine.
And competition is a good thing as well, because it makes you want to step up your game in terms of what the services and products you're offering. How can I make it better? How can I do more marketing? So competition is not always a bad thing, but it's also, I would say, like a motivator for you to want to produce a better service and a product for your customers.
Because, I mean, reality is out there in the business world rough.
It's rough. It's cutthroat.
Cutthroat, rough. I want to inform our friends and viewers out there that the Green Tech Startup Bootcamp application deadline is November 4th. Information gathering session November 11th, 4:30 to 10 p.m. And it says here, BTech office, ITVET compound, Freetown Road, Belize City, 9:30 to 10 p.m. And the top 3 idea pitches will be awarded up to $1,000
US.
US.
US?
Yes.
US gas in this country. Yeah, working at the man we have a camera idea, man. Hopefully. Recycling boy or something.
Yes. So maybe that can be a motivation for more people to want to start their business. Go attend the startup weekend.
Okay. And then I see
up to. It doesn't say 1,000. It says up to.
You could go past.
No, up to 1,000.
1,000 US. We'll have the three top teams will be awarded.
Okay.
The max you can get is 1,000 US.
That's good. You have some sponsors I see on the flyer. Maybe you want to give acknowledgement to your sponsors.
Yes, our entrepreneurship convention, Entricon, could not be possible without our sponsors. BTL being our corporate sponsors. We also have the Taiwan Embassy, Sempromipe. We have St. Francis Xavier Credit Union, the Development Finance Corporation, Atlantic Bank. We have the U.S. Embassy, Best Western Biltmore Plaza, which in the event will be at their facility. We have Travelers and Caribbean Rum. So we are very grateful to have our sponsors come on board for this exciting event.
Now, I know that you, just going back quickly, I know that the last time I think Sarita was here, she was talking about some, promoting actually, seminar at the Immaculata Credit Union upstairs. And do you still continue with these things, or is it perhaps that the ailing attendant, the not ailing, but the low attendance wouldn't that wouldn't hurt us in the future? In other words, for you to decide to cancel it. I don't know. Sometimes I believe that if you promote and you sell the idea to people, they will, you know. Perhaps, I don't know how much advertising you did. You came on the show, but it was on the very day.
It was the day before.
Or the day before.
What we have been noticing with the North era, and this is something I want to share with the audience, is that I spoke to BTIA, I spoke to Immaculata Credit Union, I spoke to Atlantic Bank, to DFC, all these institutions here in Erdrak, where I was trying to see a collaboration with them, and they all had a similar response in terms of most entrepreneurs won't want to sacrifice a day of business to come to a seminar. So I'm seeing that that was an issue that came about, sacrificing a day of business to come to a day of seminar. So that has been a challenging we're facing in the North for some reason. The attendance.
Why? Why would you think? And I can imagine that people.
That's a good question. Why? And I will share that sentiment with you because myself and Mr. Usher, we do the Tacos Festival every year. For the last, going for 6. And the hardest thing to do, be honest with you, is to get the people who are seasoned to go out and sell tacos for a day. Most of the time we get some of them but you say you try to target the most popular ones. You say, listen, like for example, you see this is a bad thing. We don't like players. They say, like for example, these girls by the hospital. Every year I invite them.
They don't go.
They don't want to leave the spot. I invite the one in front of courts. Yes, and when the time comes, I can excuse. I know got staff. I know they think hard for left the spot, and then again it boils down to what Mr. Sarita is saying. The Tacos Festival is for them to come and promote their business.
Get exposure.
Carry only paper and say you could find me right. I follow this line. This
you know what?
Every day.
Yes.
And it's the same thing what she's saying. They don't want to leave their business for a day, and that probably they don't realize that maybe where we are not using the right sales pitch, but to get them out. But to leave your business for a day to go to a seminar from Belgium, you might come back learning and getting to know how to use more than what you have.
Yeah.
But perhaps the persons may already be content and satisfied with what they're doing and feel at the end of the day that they don't need to go to no
And when
seminar.
competition creep up on them, you remember when we were younger, for make you get at least stove for Andy's store and for any store for Main Street, used to be your parents used to have to go through like a whole PSC exam, forget one stove, to make the PA leave it. That lasted for some years. Bam city, courts come along, dollar down,
yeah.
all in store, all in business run out of business.
And they weren't prepared for competition in that category.
Exactly. Watch how the shoes industry and the clothes industry take out some of them shoes that in Hindu store, the white bottom turn here, you know yourself.
I can clearly see where you're going. But at the end of the day, they don't want to. Tacos may not fit into that category, but
no, I was just using
yes, I understand.
the example of them who wanted to leave in line what you were saying. Don't want to leave their business for one day. We tell them, listen, one day. We just charge
3 hours.
We just charge you for the space, $50 for the space.
And I think the fee too maybe
no, but listen to this: $50 for the space, because we have to pay for the tent, and you get a free crate of chicken courtesy of Quality Post,
which is in excess of $100 worth.
A word, and they most of them choose not to come. That's why what we do. We are forced to do different categories because people who have been winning the tasting competition over the last years is people that don't sell every day. They're just people that go sell and say let's make some money.
Yeah.
But it's like what she's saying. They don't want to leave their business to come and hear from the professionals. Maybe it's what you're saying. They feel like they know everything already. They don't learn by a hard knock school, and they're satisfied. But when competition comes, you're not savvy.
But of course,
never tell me.
But of course, that won't discourage us from coming back to the
That's my concern. Why don't they go? And I just would like to tell them that good Lord, man. I mean, one day. Take time out.
That's why I sit here.
I
sit here, Emmanuel. I'm already decided that on the 18th, I'll make this trip. So I make no one that I'm going to work. I got to believe so.
You can join him and no show for that morning.
You're going to have 2 absent. You'll take it.
I have to start as a business owner and a young person too. I need to start attending more of these seminars. And again, to look at Emmanuel said, exposure. Exposure. The more you get exposure and stuff, people might say, "Oh, I never know you this that," and then they might hear you saying something in this seminar. Who knows? You might impress somebody who could make you make your next buck.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a good thing.
It's a good thing. The exposure to get at these places is incredible. In the office, metido ahí en tu casa, no logras nada. Go out. Let people know you, what you offer, what you, and then get to talk to people. And believe me, if you can manage to impress these people that that's where you're supposed to be getting your stuff from or your services from, you got it made.
Okay, Manuel. Well, once again, we'll give Miss Usher and Miss Sarita final words for today. Because you don't want to say final words and then you song like it.
It is a goodbye and stuff. I tell you I'm gonna come back, right?
Yes.
So I'm here again. We want to just invite everyone once more again and to remind them about the crucial dates we have, which is the 18th of November, the Entrepreneurship Convention with a fee of $50 early bird registration. We'll be here in Ernjog until this morning, so anyone can contact us if they want to sign up for the Entrepreneurship Convention. Also, the Startup Boot Camp, which is the 11th to the 13th of November. You can also sign up with us. And we are also having the finale of the hackathon on the EntreCon as well.
Just to touch on what Ms. Sarita mentioned, for the Startup Bootcamp, there's a fee of $75, but it covers access to the event. You get access to mentors, industry specialists, you get a t-shirt, and of course we're covering all meals for the day of the bootcamp.
Well, I do want to quickly mention as well that your EntreCon 2016, that $50 registration includes your t-shirt and it includes your food.
Yeah, yes. So it's a win-win situation.
It's a win-win situation you can't afford to miss out on, you know? And then they'll be arming you with all the defense mechanisms that you can possibly, and you're going to be getting the exposure and I mean, good Lord, I mean, this is, I can't see anybody who is going to decide not to attend.
And the best part of it, it is, you could call it for free.
Yeah, because you're literally covering your food.
Your expenses, I mean, $50 includes your t-shirt and your food and the mixer, and then all that you're being given in terms of like the training and the seminar and so forth literally comes free.
Yeah, it's
okay,
a bonus.
Bonus.
Well, ladies, I want to thank you for dropping by the studio again. Invitation is always open. Ms. Sarita, Ms. Osha.
Thank you very much
for dropping by. And
thank you for having us.
Keep up the good work, and we'll meet in the future.
We'll be back.
See you the 18th.
See you the 18th.
Okay, it's 9 minutes after 8 o'clock. We take a commercial break and we'll be back with more for you on the Sugar City Morning Show. I think we have another set of guests that will be joining us. We'll be right back.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this?
Get serious. Get bopped.
Johnny Briceño and the PUP went to Belmopan to declare all their assets to the National Assembly. But did they declare everything? Yes, Johnny. Bring back the people's money.
Government investment in sporting and recreational facilities countrywide continues under the Belize Infrastructure Limited. In the Cayo District, the Victor Galvez Recreational Park, the Falcon Field basketball court, and the Santa Elena football field are all completed and being enjoyed by the community. The Penquevejo Marshalek Football Stadium is under construction and residents are eagerly anticipating its completion. In Dangriga, the upgrading of the Carl Ramos football field is complete and ready for matches, while the construction of the Dangriga indoor court and multipurpose facility is well underway. In Punta Gorda, the residents are already enjoying the upgraded Toledo Union football field, while the PG indoor court and multipurpose facility is progressing on schedule. The government is committed to building vibrant communities. Your vision, our mission, the government of Belize.
Buster. They see you and know you're living. Always a star, yes. You live in color to the limit. Large and in charge, yes. That's why you rock with Buster. Refreshing range of colorful flavors. Always a star, never the audience. You run things, things never run you. Yes, you are the life of it, not just a part of it. Your life is never black and white. Live in full color, Buster.
Oh my God, like seriously. Right away.
Get the lowest rates on more cell, business, and home phones on the country's largest network.
My credit lasts longer, so I could keep up to date.
Belize. Check out our brand new website, www.digicel.bz. Get live chat help on any device, the latest in 4G phones, and see what's up with all our awesome Digicel promotions. Log on today.
The Barrow administration has put mechanisms in place to weed out wrongdoing in the Immigration Department. But let us examine what occurred during the PUP tenure. When in September 22nd, 1992, the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs was instructed by Syed Musa to write to the Director of Immigration and approve 254 nationality certificates with no oversight, waiving all fees. The certificates bore no photograph of the applicant, and there was no record of swearing in, an oath having been taken. In several other instances, Syed Musa was written to requesting the waiver of the procedures and fees of many persons applying for nationality. They gave away millions of dollars in revenue belonging to the government of Belize.
You know your baby is happy when wearing Bebin Pampers. Bebin Pampers. In all sizes. Bebin Pampers, make your baby happy. Available at German Vega and Sons.
Government investment in sporting and recreational facilities countrywide continues under the Belize Infrastructure Limited. In the Cayo District, the Victor Galvez Recreational Park, the Falcon Field basketball court, and the Santa Elena football field are all completed and being enjoyed by the community. The Benquevejo Marshallek Football Stadium is under construction and residents are eagerly anticipating its completion. In Dangriga, the upgrading of the Carl Ramos football field is complete and ready for matches, while the construction of the Dangriga indoor court and multipurpose facility is well underway. In Punta Gorda, the residents are already enjoying the upgraded Toledo Union football field, while the PG indoor court and multipurpose facility is progressing on schedule. The government is committed to building vibrant communities. Your vision, our mission, the government of Belize.
The Social Investment Fund. Everywhere in Belize, if there's something there, in water and sanitation, health and education, building roads, drainage, strengthening social services, if helping government to address poverty, providing equal opportunities, and working transparently, if in Belize to stay, if ain't going no way.
The Social Investment Fund, breaking the cycle of poverty.
The SIF, working with all communities.
Across the country, development and transformation continue under this government. The new Guanacaste roundabout at the junction of the Hummingbird and the George Price highways is complete and one to be proud of. The George Price Highway is being rehabilitated from the Belmopan Junction to Benquevejo. There will be a new baking pot bridge and upgrade of the Caracol Road. Also, The new Macau River bypass and bridge will be completed by March 2017. In the Belize district, the work has already started from the Hallover Bridge to the Philip Golson Airport, and funding has now been secured for the new link road to span the Belize River, starting from behind Gentrack and coming out at Mile 8 on the George Price Highway. A $40 million UK grant has been secured for the paving and the lining of the coastal road and construction of new bridges. Under this same grant, the Philip Golson Highway will be improved between Orange Walk and Corozal. This government continues to work for the development of Belize. Your vision, our mission.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show, and I want to say quite a busy morning here inside the studios, as we have been joined by, we're joined by the folks from the Social Investment Fund. I am looking forward to a very interesting conversation. As well as I was SIF.
That's right.
You know, and,
I you know the SIF no flower neither.
No, when SIF come out, good news.
That's right.
Good news. So, Emmanuel?
Yeah, well, I'll take time, a special time out to welcome you guys and to say good morning to Mr. Ferdi Camp to my immediate left and to the beautiful Nelly Trench here. Good morning and welcome to the show.
Morning. Good morning.
I think this is the first time that we're having personnel from SIF. Yeah. And we always see on these projects funded by SIF, and that it is the investment arm of the government for small projects and even bigger projects, but we scarcely know what SIF is. You know, it's Social Investment Fund. Where'd you get your funds? How does it go? You know?
I like that. I like that. Okay, so just in a nutshell, the Social Investment Fund is an autonomous institution. We're governed under Chapter 43 of the laws of Belize. One of the main objectives of the fund is to finance small-scale projects. And our projects are mainly in various sectors, such as education, water and sanitation, health, organizational strengthening, skills training, social services. By funding these projects, we help in creating employment opportunities, and we help in alleviating poverty in these communities. Our projects are very community-driven. So because they're community-driven, we work a lot with non-government organizations and community organizations. The funding, as you asked, comes from international funding agencies working along with the government of Belize. One of our key partners is the Caribbean Development Bank, in which we get loans and grants under the Basic Needs Trust Fund program. We also get funding through the World Bank. And as you're aware, we did the Belize Municipal Development Project, which had a part in the Orange Walk town, in which what we did in Orange Walk. And other funding from other sources, the Commonwealth Debt Initiative, the European Union. So we get various funding. And so in order to carry out our mandate, we have received some grant funds under the Basic Needs Trust Fund 8 program. And these grant funds, some of it will be spent specifically in the northern region, meaning the Corozal and the Orange Walk district. And so in order to spend these funds, we want to ensure that the community, because as I said, we're community-driven, the community participate in the bidding process of these sub-projects. Under the Basic Needs Trust Fund 8 program, we will be doing various projects in various sectors. I won't get in details with those because I want people to come to the Contractor Sensitization Forum. And the purpose of having the forum is to sensitize our contractors, suppliers, consultants, to come in and understand the bidding process, how to fill out these bidding documents. It will be very hands-on, very practical, how to fill out these documents so when we put out these bids for these projects, the community has a fair opportunity to apply for these bids, and by applying, as we said, to our objectives and our mandate, we help to create employment opportunities in the community.
Perfectly described, perfectly described. Because invariably what happens is that we see the project going up, and people who are in the circle of the providers will go like, I will put and get this stuff, because they never buy it from me. You know what I mean?
Exactly, and hence the reason, like I said, the workshop will be held in the Orange Walk district. We're doing it in Corozal and Orange Walk, but in Orange Walk, we'll be having the workshop on Thursday, October 27th, at the De La Fuente, the Grand Salon Isabel at the De La Fuente on October 27th, starting at 4 p.m.
Wait, hold on. October 27th is 2 days from now.
Exactly, that is Thursday. And
That
that's
is
why we're here
Thursday,
today.
right here. At what
Exactly.
time?
4 p.m.
At 4 p.m.
Starts at 4 p.m. exactly, and everybody is invited. It is free of cost. There is no charge. Everybody is invited from the community to come out and hear what opportunities will be happening in your community, and at the same time get an understanding of maybe what area you would want to bid on, and know how to bid to fill out these documents so you could be part of the process.
Fantastic.
I've attended a seminar sort of like this sort from SIF many years ago, and it's very interesting because then you learn in the process how strict their guidelines is.
Exactly.
There's no room for you and get it because
I know they were not giving away money, Dylan.
You know, no, they don't have no room for you and get it because you know that one, and that it's strictly. They have, if I could recall, at that time they were sort of like following guidelines from the European Union.
Yes, because we do.
Because the people who give you the money stipulate exactly how you gonna spend it.
There is a criteria. Go ahead, Freddie.
That is one of the things that Social Investment Fund in Belize, because they're located at the regional level, but in Belize, one of the things that we could boast about is that the process in selecting a contractor is transparent and fair. Like how you mentioned, we have gone through a whole evolution of how we do things because of the funding agencies. The funding agencies, let's say for Caribbean Development Bank, has certain guidelines, certain standards that you need to meet now. And we've encountered that, no? That some contractors have met some of them, but they don't do certain small little things, and they're being called unresponsive. They could have the whole package, but one form that they miss, they are being called unresponsive, and they don't go through the evaluation process. So that is what we want to teach them at this forum. Come and see that if you miss one form, or you miss one little detail on the package, even though everything or the price that you are giving us is attractive and we know that you have the experience, you are being non-responsive. So if the contractors, either be small contractors, medium or large contractors, want to come and see what is the process that we do, they can come. And one of the things about the forum is that it is very hands-on, very practical. We're bringing the procurement officer, we're bringing finance officer, we're bringing the technical coordinators to look at, to be part of this forum and be one-to-one with the contractor, with the service provider, with the consultant, to tell them, okay, this is how we do it. This is what we want you to put in these forms. And they would be doing it. There would be something like teaching them how to follow up the documents and have a complete package for the different bidding process that we have. And like how Ms. Trent says, the northern districts, and since I'm the person responsible for the northern districts, have been blessed, because for the BNTF 7 we have a very big investment in northern districts, and now that BNTF 8 is coming, we are going to invest a whole portion again in the northern district, which is Corozal and Orange Walk as well, in all sectors, in health, in education, and in water and sanitation, in the three of them.
So yeah, so we just want to invite everybody in the Orange Walk district to please come to the forum, come and learn to understand how to fill out the documents. So when we put out the notices for these sub-projects, you have an opportunity to bid and know what is happening in your community, and then you have an opportunity to bid.
And we have various amounts or various group of bids that you can do. We have bids from 200,000, 250,000, 500,000, up to $1 million. No? So it doesn't necessarily has to be big contractors. It could be very small contractors, service providers. If you're a high school or we've worked with ITV that you could provide training to us, because our projects as well have a soft project component of training communities.
Will there be disclosures to the projects there?
Yes.
So the projects will be disclosed there and then. Not anticipatedly, but there. So you need to be there to know which of the projects.
Exactly. You have to be there so that we can enlighten you.
Available.
Exactly. And that's why we want you to come to hear the opportunities that will be offered and will be happening in your community under the grant funds.
And this covers a wide, I don't want to pull a chains because you don't say I'm not mentioning. This covers a wide range, let's say from school down to equipping the school. And
exactly.
I could give you some examples for the BNTF7, which we are going to be giving these projects completely to be used by January 2017. We have right now building. We've already give Carmelita Preschool. It's already functioning. We have given it. It meets all the standards of the Ministry of Education. If you would have the opportunity to just drive by Carmelita Government School, you will see a preschool that you haven't seen before. I'm boasting, but that's what we do. But that's what we do.
Let me put it back there.
And then we have the primary school that is building there as well. 6 classroom with sanitation facility that meets the standards, the size of the classrooms as well. We're building in Ranchito a complete government school, complete new government school at Our Lady of Guadalupe in St. Viator.
And I think that last year you also donated the bathroom facilities in Palma or Champanridge, was it?
Champanridge,
yes. So we do small, we do large projects, meaning small scale but large. But what we're saying is that that's the purpose of we want all the contractors, the suppliers, everybody, consultants to come out to hear of the opportunities that we'll be offering, because as what Freddie said, we have projects that runs are very small and then it can go up.
And I'm just going to throw this question so we can get some further discussion, because a number of people might be saying, well, I'm not a contractor, but I'm a provider of materials and services.
Yes.
How can I mesh into the system?
And hence the reason why it's important to come to the forum.
Right.
Because
you ain't getting out of
it's important to come to the forum, because when you know the type of sub-projects that will be happening in the community, even if you're not a contractor but a supplier, if the contractor requires to purchase materials,
and that would
so
be
if you
the
purchase
perfect
materials, you can liaise and make a connection with who's been awarded the contract, and then you can get all those materials
That's exactly
purchased under that contract. So it's important. So when you know what is happening, you have an idea wrong, and we will say more or less when we expect the projects to begin, when the bidding process will start, when we expect these contracts to be awarded. We have some projections, and so the supplier will have an idea that if I'm building a school, a water system, and I sell this type of material, then I know definitely I have to liaise with that contractor to come and purchase those materials from me at a good price.
Let me ask a question. Probably somebody sent me a text, which would lead to my next question. Let me just read the text. It said, I would like to know if they fund building churches. That is one, but my question would be, we're learning now today about how you can get contracts. What do an organization or someone or some group need to go through to apply to SIF to say, hey, we have a group of 50 women who come at my house every day and they learn for so. How could we apply to you to get a building or a league 20 by 20 could fit in with so just like the church?
We have we have an office in Corozal, right in front of Courts. I won't give the name of the street.
That's
because
Fifth Avenue.
Fifth Avenue, no, but right in front of Courts we have an office. The officer there has forms. But if you don't want to go away to Corozal, we on our webpage, which is www.sif.belize.org, you could download the form and fill out the form there, requesting what you want us to give the financial assistance. As long as you said the women's group or any other NGO would want to request that financial assistance, can fill that form. But especially when it comes to group, they need to be registered. They need to be recognized that they have
certain guidelines.
Certain guidelines, no, because we cannot go and bill in someone's slot. We need to bill in someone's in an organization property, no, that it will benefit the community.
We don't do private.
We don't do private contracts. Your question about if we build churches, no. But we do assist schools that are being managed by churches. Like for example, Our Lady of Guadalupe got a new preschool, and they're getting classrooms with principal's office, lounge, counseling room. Okay. So we do fund those things.
It has to be made imperatively clear that you don't have scouters looking for projects. In other words, you wait until people apply for it.
We don't even have to have scouters because
we have
our screening list is above what we can do. We get requests each and every day from communities who really need help.
That's my point. So
and
if
so
you
we
don't
have
get,
to,
it's because you don't apply.
Yeah,
exactly.
You have to apply. And like I said, Social Investment Fund is only one intervention. And so we do our best. We can only work when we get the funding, and then we try to assist the basic, provide the basic needs to these communities. And again, we have to work with the sectors. And so some people sometimes apply for projects, as you would say, like a church, but it doesn't fit in the sector. When you get the funds from the international funding agencies, these things are laid out in the agreement as to where these monies are to be spent. But our strength and our core at the SAFE, which we are moving along, we have our strength in the health, the water and sanitation, the educational, the organizational, strengthening social services. Those are the key sectors, the economic infrastructure. Those are our strength. So when the funding comes, it specifically labels what are the sectors, and those are the areas that we provide to the community based on the amount of requests that we get. And as Ferdy knows, we know one of our highest in that bank, a lot of the request is focused on the educational sector. There's a lot of schools who ask for new school building, additional classrooms, rehabilitation, bathroom facilities.
Do you all, other than build, would you refurbish or would you equip a school with maybe 20 computers?
Yes. We do the soft component. Every time we do an infrastructure, it requires a soft component. But as we said, everybody looks at the structure and not at the soft component. But most of our schools that we build, most of them, once they request their computer labs, computer equipment, chairs, and
all of them that we're building right now, when we hand in the end product, will have the furnitures. Most of them will have computer labs now.
So but one air conditioning.
Exactly. And it's a request.
It's the complete
full package
that we give. Remember that the main objective of Social Investment Fund is to alleviate poverty. And for us to alleviate poverty, we need to fully equip educational institutions. I think that the biggest investment that a nation can do is in education. So we ensure that the education institution that we're providing to the particular communities does meet the standards of the Ministry of Education and at large the regional level. When it comes to having the CDB education sector coming and doing an auditing, they see that Belize is meeting the standards that they want. So that is where we're going. You mentioned about refurbishing. In our team, we always have engineers. And what we've noticed that we prefer going through the venture of not refurbishing, because in a lapse of a period we have to go again and refurbish because of the infrastructure.
It depends on the condition.
It all depends as well on the condition, because we work hand in hand as well with the Central Building Authority. So when we do the request, let's say a school brings in the request and we say, okay, this is the one in line, because we have a whole list. So when we get the funding, we go with come first, serve first, we look at it. So we go into the community and we do an assessment with the whole team. Myself, the engineer, the field officers, CBA, Ministry of Education, the community at large, and then we see what is the status. And from there we move on.
Generally, if you would say do a proposal for, say, bathroom facilities at such a school, how long does that in? After you've written your proposal and you've sent it in, how long is the waiting period?
Well, it all depends because if it's grant fund or through loan funds, and like we said, each project has to be approved by a board of directors. As we said, we're very transparent, we're very accountable. And so sometimes people would tell us there that sometimes SIF takes too long, but it's not long, it's a process. We want it to be clear, we want it to be transparent and accountable. And so from a board approval, from an assessment on the site, to a board approval, from a board approval to a funding agency approval, and then you have to go in and do the designs, because if it's anything to be designed, it has to be designed. So when you make a request and it gets approved, it can move anywhere, moving from 1 month way up to 6-8 months until that project, because from there it has to be advertised for a month, it has to be evaluated, it has to get clearances of no objection, then the contract is
But we're not
awarded.
talking years.
No.
That's the important thing.
No,
We're
not
talking
years, but it has a process, and the process is transparent, is clear, and we don't miss steps. We have to ensure that each step is followed.
I've seen if you take a little, I know the director is telling me we need to go on a break, but just quickly.
You're excited, huh?
No, this one, I have to take it up. If you've traveled throughout some of the villages, you'll see some of the water systems and stuff were being funded by SIF and some funded by, if I'm not mistaken, by BNT.
Yes, and that is a component with the SIF, the Caribbean, that's the grant program.
That's the grant program.
Yeah, and that is where this workshop will talk about that grant program of funds that will happen.
We will get into that after the break. After the break, we'll get into that. And don't forget, if you're watching the show, we have some little token to give away on the show.
And we're going to be giving away 3 of them.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll be right back with more for you on the Sugar City Morning Show.
Tired of something going wrong when you're buying top-up? Digicel now makes it fast and easy. Purchase your top-up with our new Digicel QR code app. As easy as scanning a code on your phone. Just go to the Google Play or Apple Store and install the free Digicel QR code app. Follow a few simple steps to create your unique QR code with the prepaid number and the amount you want to top up. Go to your nearest participating top-up agent, scan your code, and you're done. Credit added. Top up from $1 to $500. No more credit being sent to the wrong number. Visit our website for more information. Want more? When you purchase credit using the QR code, you get a chance to win an LTE device at the end of the month. You also get a chance to win $20 extra credit daily. So start using the QR code app today.
Expect more, get more. Always more with Digicel.
Mr. Briseño claims that he wants to imprison anyone named in immigration wrongdoing.
Once we get into government, we are going to go through this, and anybody that can be held criminally liable, we are going to hold them liable, and if they have to go to jail, they are going to go to jail. Enough is enough.
But even your name is there. I for recommending a visa. I signed. It's an international person. I can't. But it's there in the visa one. That's my point. It's in the visa one. I think it's I saw it once. I saw it.
I did not. I don't remember ever. Please show me the page.
Are Johnny and the PUP ready to lead?
Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this?
Get serious. Get bopped.
Johnny Briseño and the PUP went to Belmopan to declare all their assets to the National Assembly. But did they declare everything? Yes, Johnny, bring back the people's money.
Government investment in sporting and recreational facilities countrywide continues under the Belize Infrastructure Limited. In the Cayo District, the Victor Galvez Recreational Park, the Falcon Field basketball court, and the Santa Elena football field are all completed and being enjoyed by the community. The Benquevejo Marshall-Lake Football Stadium is under construction and residents are eagerly anticipating its completion. In Dangriga, the upgrading of the Carl Ramos football field is complete and ready for matches, while the construction of the Dangriga indoor court and multipurpose facility is well underway. In Punta Gorda, the residents are already enjoying the
You know your baby is happy when wearing Bebin Pampers. Bebin Pampers in all sizes. Bebin Pampers make your baby happy. Available at German Vega and Sons.
Buster. They see you and know you're living. Always a star. Yes, you live in color to the limit. Large and in charge. Yes, that's why you rock with Buster. Refreshing range of colorful flavors. Always a star, never the audience. You run things never run you. Yes, you are the life of it, not just a part of it. Your life is never black and white. Live in full color. Buster.
The Social Investment Fund, everywhere in Belize. SIF is something there. In water and sanitation, health and education, building roads, drainage, strengthening social services. SIF helping government to address poverty, providing equal opportunities, and working transparently.
The Social Investment Fund, breaking the cycle of poverty.
The SIF, working with all communities.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. It's 16 minutes away from 9 o'clock and we're talking to Miss Nelly and the gentleman here from SIF.
Mr. Ferdy.
Ferdy from SIF. And I hope you are paying attention because in a few we're giving away a couple of these items in front of us. Beautiful water bottles. Water bottle and a coffee mug that says Social Investment Fund. Beautiful coffee mug. See if we can get it displayed.
And Basic Needs Trust Fund.
And the Basic Needs Trust Fund. So, Emmanuel?
Yeah, we're talking here about the importance for people to attend this forum because it presents a unique opportunity for you to become involved. You cannot be getting, you know, any business per se if you don't attend, and then you'll be left with a lot of questions and like, how come he can get it and this. Let's talk the real thing, guys. You know, let's talk the real al grano, okay? But that's why it's important for you to get going. And SIF, you mentioned something, encourages local contractors.
Exactly.
Our projects are, like I said, one of our objective is small-scale, financing small-scale sub-projects. And small-scale sub-projects meaning that we're targeting our local contractors, our contractors in Belize. And so, as Freddie mentioned before, our projects can run from $5,000, $1,000, $10,000, $50,000, right up to $1 million $1.2 million. And so there's an opportunity for everybody to participate in the process, because a sub-project might have various components. There's a part to build the school, there's a part to provide the computer, there's a part to provide the materials, and a part to provide the training. There's a part to design the project. And so by coming to the workshop, you get an opportunity also to register with us. Maybe you didn't make a chance to make it to the office, you didn't go online to get the form, but we will have forms there where you can register and be part of our database. So when we have small projects, and we don't have to go under the method of national competitive bidding, but more the shopping method, you're in our database, and then we could...
so it's actually, it's not only, when we're talking here about, say, building, say, for a school,
Exactly.
It's not only the contractual services, but also the designing services.
And as Freddie mentioned also, the software component, because building, we build a school building, but access to the building, yes, but it requires training. And so you might need people to come in and do training, maybe in motor skills, in the educational side. And we do soft projects where you do sewing, teaching a computer skills, and so forth. And so that's not only contractors, and hence the reason we say sensitization forum happening Thursday in Orange Walk, October 27th, here at the Grand Salon Isabel at the De La Fuente, starting at 4 p.m.
And it's
open
to
everybody.
And maybe until 7.
Yes, yes. And it depends, because if you come, we have a session where the floor is open, where contractors, suppliers, consultants can ask us questions, as it will be hands-on, showing you this goes in the document if you're applying for under the shopping method. These are the documents that are required. These are the things you need to hand in. This is how you fill it out. So it will really be a practical approach with the sensitization forum. So we're encouraging everybody to come. It's no charge, it's free of cost. And afterwards, like we said, snacks will be provided to people who come at the workshop, be part of the workshop.
Fantastic, fantastic. Pues es una invitación abierta a todos los proveedores de servicio o proveedores de producto o material que quieran entrar al círculo de proveedores para proyectos de SIF, SIF siendo Social Investment Fund. Me imagino que ya estás al tanto de lo que es SIF. Y si te has preguntado quién construyó el edificio, quién construyó el tanque de agua, quién hizo esto, porque tú quizás eres un proveedor de servicio y no estás envuelto en esto, pues esta es una oportunidad para que tú te envuelvas. Así que la cordial invitación para todos los individuos, que seas contratista, seas un proveedor de servicios, seas quizás un proveedor de servicios profesionales, que quieres entrar proveer tus servicios. Claro que sí, esta es una oportunidad, pero primero tienes que saber cómo hacerlo. Y esto es la oportunidad para poder concientizarte de que son los procesos correctos, pero también presenta una oportunidad preciosa y auténtica para que tú llegues en contacto con otros proveedores de servicio, porque aunque no te sirva ahí, quizás en otro aspecto de tu vida te pueda servir.
Exacto. Así
¿Okay?
es.
Así que, envuélvete. Ve al foro. Eso va a ser en el Hotel de la Fuente, no en el centro, sino en Maracas. ¿Okay? El jueves, empezando a las 4 de la tarde.
Yes.
¿Okay? Contratistas, proveedores de material, proveedores de servicios profesionales y personas que quizás están interesados en saber qué todo esto incluye. Estás invitado a participar y pues nunca sabes, ¿no? Nunca sabes.
Correct.
You never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
Freddie, you can ask the question.
Yeah, I'm going to ask 2 questions now. For they could call in and give the answer, and they could pick up the little tokens we have here. The first one would be, when will this forum be happening and where?
Oh,
when
good Lord,
will
that's
this forum be happening
That's
and
a
where?
giveaway. Can I
Wow, somebody's already on the line.
Yeah, they're listening. Sugar City Morning Show, hello.
Va a suceder el día del 27 de octubre a las 4 de la tarde en Hotel Isabel. Una fuente.
Yes.
Okay, correct. Okay.
What's your name?
Rosalina Hernandez.
Where are you calling from?
San Esteban.
San Esteban Village, the city of San Esteban.
Sugar City.
All right. Well, you can come on by Channel 10 and pick up your package anytime, all right?
Exactly.
Okay, thank you.
Gracias por llamar. Gracias por llamar.
And the second question would be, you could call in and just say which two right?
sectors.
Two sectors that we at Social Investment Fund work with. Two sectors.
Just two sectors, two of the sectors that falls under our menu.
Okay, we'll ask that call in. Somebody sent a text here, but it's more like in Spanish, maybe Manuel could share it. It's a question they're asking.
Okay.
I have to watch it.
So big words like 30, I read this one. Any of articles?
Okay. So two sectors.
No, es una pregunta auténtica. Buen día, quiero saber si CIF tiene dinero para entrenamiento en desarrollo sostenible, en desarrollo sostenible a nivel de aldea, pues tenemos concilios inactivos. Auténtica la preocupación. Really, they're looking to see if perhaps capacitación.
That falls under the menu of organizational strengthening. No?
Capacitación. Organizational strength.
Yeah, we've done it before. We've done trainings in the area of sewing. We've done training in the area of business, small entrepreneurship ventures for communities. Like how I mentioned, if an organization is well registered, they can prove that they have been existing for a period of time and they're active. They could apply with no doubt to any of the projects now. Remember, fill out the form. The form is not difficult to fill out.
Simple.
It's very to the point what you're requesting for, what's the organization.
It's user-friendly.
User-friendly. You don't have to put any designs, any drawings, just an estimate of what you
when we do the assessment, it's us going into the community and getting all the information necessary that we need. No?
So it's very simple.
So the next question, if mention two of the sectors that we work on. I've just mentioned one. You just need to mention one more.
Yes, he said one right there.
Easy.
Very easy question.
Yeah, so maybe you want to translate that.
Sí, hablando.
Cualquiera de los dos, sectores o áreas en la cual Social Investment Fund trabaja y invertimos, damos ayuda financiera, ¿no? Dos de los sectores.
Easy question. Yeah. Once again,
el número para llamar es 302-2170. No mi número personal, 302-2170.
Let's take this call.
Okay.
Sugar City Morning Show, hello.
Good morning, question.
Sure, go ahead.
The two of the sectors are the section of education.
Yes, you are correct.
Exactly,
that's two of our sectors.
What's your name, ma'am?
This is Rosie Escalante.
Miss Rosie Escalante, how are you doing today?
Rosie is a faithful listener.
She was listening.
Morning.
Okay.
Check yourself and tell her hello.
Okay, hello, okay.
But you must coffee or coffee cup, you know?
Yes, man. Water, I know my coffee.
All right,
good. I'll come pick it up.
Okay, anytime, all right?
Okay, thank you. Bye. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
See? Two easy questions. And like we said again, we want everybody from the community, from the Orange Walk District to come out on Thursday, October 27th at 4 p.m. at the Grand Salon Isabel at the De La Fuente. Please come out and hear so you could get an opportunity to be part of the bidding process.
And you will hear about
this Thursday.
You will hear about, come on, and then you'll hear about it.
That's a good one.
Okay, we have 5 minutes away from the 9 o'clock. How about to wrap up on this? And anything you want to share with us, Senor, before we...
So final
close
words of
out?
encouragement.
So final word for today.
To the
Yes,
people.
we want to say come out, come to the workshop. It's happening Wednesday in the Corozal district at the Tony's Inn Resort. That is Wednesday the 26th. It's happening Thursday in Orange Walk. Again, I mentioned the Grand Salon Isabel this Thursday starting at 4 p.m. Come out. Once you come out and you listen, you hear, you participate, you could be part of the breeding process. You can assist your community by getting involved in the projects that will be happening in your community.
Maybe the gentleman can share that with us in Spanish.
You're putting me in a position. No, que simplemente salgan, asistan a este taller para que puedan aprender todo el proceso que nosotros tenemos en SIF para poder solicitar estos, para ser parte de estos proyectos, para poder entregar su tender documents, Spanglish here, y poder entender todo el proceso. Puede ser contratista, puede ser que usted da algún servicio, sea vender algún artículos o diferentes cosas para construcción, además de prestar servicios profesionales para capacitación. Están invitados el 27 de octubre a las 4 de la tarde en lo que es el Gran Salón Isabela at La Fuente, here in Orange Rock, Maracas, ya. Y no va a ser mucho tiempo workshop, solo son 1 hora, 2 horas, y va a ser muy práctico para poder enseñarles detalladamente qué es lo que nosotros requerimos para que puedan ser parte de todo este proceso, y uno nunca sabe, tal vez ganar alguno de los contratos que vienen en el otro fondo que vamos a estar implementando en Corozal y en Orange Rock.
Muchas gracias.
Y si no te envuelves...
And thank you so much for having us here in promoting this sensitization
It's our
forum.
pleasure.
Thank you so much.
And Nelly, it's our pleasure.
Thank you.
Welcome anytime. We have the policy all you have to do a call before.
Okay.
And we book you on the date.
Yeah.
You should call Mr. Usher at 600-5769.
Okay.
And you get you on the show. And I'm pretty sure that we'll be hearing from you guys.
More, yeah. Because when we start the projects, we could come back and let them know what is happening and get more details with the projects.
Because most of the time when we hear about SIF and all of them big time company, we don't really see the people there behind in the Orange Rock, so we need to get more of you guys out here in Orange
Exactly.
Rock. Like this morning we had Beltrade, which is there on the show for a second time for the year already, which is good for us and the people of Orange Rock, because we only hear about SIF and Beltrade and the BNTF news and anything.
And trust me, the contractors that we presently working at with are from the Northern District.
Yeah, because we got the best contractors.
Yeah. And they have contracts not only in the northern part of the country.
So it's good for them to come out, you know.
They could, and the southern part as well, and central.
Right.
Well, once again, thank you very much.
And thank you too.
We got to get out of here, Emmanuel.
Yes,
it was definitely an interesting morning inside the Sugar City Morning Show, diverting a little bit from our everyday topic. We're gone public this morning.
Yes, which is good respite from all the politics, really.
Okay, we got to get out of here. For Maurice Kakam on cameras, Raheem Wagner on control, our director, Mr. Robert Chekiasha. My name is Dylan Jones.
My name is Emmanuel. Cuídense.
Have a wonderful day. Stay safe, Belize. So long.
Hasta luego.
Sugar City Morning Show.